This discussion is about measuring angles using degrees. Well, some of you may already know that the summation of all angles around a point is equal to 360 degrees. Say for example, around the point shown right here, we have a couple of angles. Let's say the angle right here is given by angle A. Let me draw another angle like this. Let's label that as angle B. Let's say we have another angle like this, and I'm going to label this as angle C. Let's say the remaining angle is angle D. We know the summation of all of those angles should be equal to 360 degrees. We can write it as an equation this way: angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D should be equal to 360 degrees. Well, there are two things that I need to mention. When I wrote down those angles, I have used angle symbol on top of these English letters. Well, it's not required to use that symbol. That is my first comment. The second comment is, whenever we write down the angles, we use capital letters or the uppercase letters. We do not use lowercase letters to denote the angles. Instead, the lowercase letters are reserved to show the lengths. Now, because of those two reasons, we can write down this statement simply as angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D being equal to 360 degrees. Please note that I used uppercase letters and I did not use the angle symbol. All right, now let's move on to further discussions on degrees. Let's say I have a small angle like this. Maybe the shown angle right here is about 1 degree. Let's say I'm interested in this arc length right here. Since the angle is so very small, like 1 degree, this arc length should also be very small. However, if the two arms of this angle are extended further, you can see that the arc length also gradually grows. Therefore, angle being small is actually not enough when you extend the arms of the angle. Therefore, we would like to go for a smaller measure than degrees to measure even smaller angles. You can split 1 degree into 60 minutes. Please pay attention to the symbols used. Here, to say degrees, I have a small 0 written as a superscript. Here, to say minutes, I have a small dash written as a superscript. Please note that the left-hand side of this equation is read as 1 degree. The right-hand side of this equation is read as 60 minutes. Now, this means if I need to convert a degree measure into minutes, I need to multiply the given number of degrees by 60. The answer will be in minutes. However, if I divide this equation, both sides of this equation, by 60, then I get 1 over 60 degrees being equal to 1 minute. They both are actually important because we can do the calculation to both sides. If we are given a degree amount and if we are asked to convert that into minutes, we have to use the first equation. That degree amount should be multiplied by 60 in order to keep the answer in terms of minutes. If we have to convert minutes into degrees, the given value should be multiplied by 1/60, so that the given minutes will be converted into degrees. Let's do two examples real quick. Let's say I need to convert 0.75 degrees into minutes. Well, the answer is very straightforward. We have 0.75 degrees. We need to convert that into minutes. We know 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Therefore, 0.75 should be multiplied by 60. The answer will be in terms of minutes. When you do that calculation, 0.75 times 60, we get 45 minutes. Which means when you convert 0.75 degrees into minutes, we have 45 minutes. Alright, we will do the backward calculation as well. Let's say we need to convert 78 minutes into degrees. Here is the equation for converting minutes into degrees. We know 1 minute is equal to 1/60 degrees. Therefore, 78 minutes should be equal to 78 times 1/60 degrees. Or you may simply remember this middle calculation as 78 divided by 60. Final answer will be in degrees. Therefore, if we simplify that one, we have to divide 78 by 60, then we get 1.3. We have 1.3 degrees. Alright. Now we can go for even smaller angles. That means even a minute can be divided into smaller angles. We say 1 minute can be divided into 60 seconds. Please note that I have used a 1 dash as a superscript to indicate it as minutes, and I have used 2 dashes as superscripts to indicate it as seconds. This left hand side is read as 1 minute, and that right hand side is read as 60 seconds. Alright, now we have a new equation. We have 1 minute being equal to 60 seconds. Remember earlier we had 1 degree being equal to 60 minutes. Since 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, we can show that 1 degree should be equal to 60 times 60 seconds, which is simplified into 3600 seconds. Alright, so far today we have seen 3 equations. So what are those 3 equations? We said 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. We said 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. And then we said 1 degree is equal to 3600 seconds. Alright, we can use those things and convert a given degree measure with decimals into degrees, minutes, and seconds. And also we can do the backward calculation, which means if we are given degrees, minutes, and seconds, that can be converted back into degrees alone with decimals. Let's do a couple of examples. So first we will convert into degrees, minutes, and seconds. Let's say I need to convert 75.3257 degrees into degrees, minutes, and seconds. Well, we have 75 degrees already. In addition to that, we have 0.3257 degrees. Now I need to convert only this decimal part of degrees into minutes and seconds. Of course, it doesn't make sense to convert the integer part into minutes and seconds. All right, so we're going to keep 75 degrees as it is, and then I need to convert 0.3257 degrees into minutes. How would you do that? We need to multiply that by 60. Then we have 0.3257 times 60 minutes. All right, let's do some further simplifications. We have 75 degrees plus, when you multiply 0.3257 by 60, you get 19.542 minutes. Now this means we have 75 degrees plus 19 minutes plus 0.542 minutes. Now what we need to convert into seconds is the decimal part of the minutes. We have 0.542 minutes. How would you convert that into seconds? We need to multiply that quantity by 60. Let's do that in the next line. We have 75 degrees plus 19 minutes plus 0.542 minutes. That has to be converted into seconds, which we do by multiplying by 60. Now this part of that answer is going to be in seconds. All right, now we have 75 degrees plus 19 minutes plus 0.542 times 60 is equal to 32.52 seconds. Well, even the seconds have some decimals in this example. Let's go ahead and simply ignore the decimal values in the seconds, because it's going to be even smaller than 1/3600 of a degree. Therefore, we can simply ignore that decimal part. We can see this as 75 degrees, 19 minutes, and 32 seconds. Whenever we write down angles, we do not use the plus signs in between. Instead, we keep a small space between degrees and minutes, and also between minutes and seconds. So the final answer right here can be written as 75 degrees, a small space, 19 minutes, another small space, and 32 seconds. That's our final answer for this example. So right here what we did was we converted a degree measure with decimals into degrees, minutes, and seconds. We can do the backward calculation as well, which means if we are given a question with degrees, minutes, and seconds, it can be converted back into degrees only, maybe with decimals. All right, let's do that. We need to convert into degrees only. Okay, maybe with decimals. So how do you do that? Let's say, for example, I need to convert 32 degrees, 45 minutes, and 36 seconds into degrees only with decimals. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We have 32 degrees. We don't need to worry about that. And then we have 45 minutes, and then we have 36 seconds. We need to convert everything into degrees. 32 degrees will stay as it is. 45 minutes. In order to convert minutes into degrees, I need to divide by 60. So it will be 45 over 60 degrees. Plus, we have 36 seconds. In order to convert seconds into degrees, we need to divide this 36 by 3600. Then the answer will be in degrees. All right, now that's so easy. We have 32 degrees plus 45 divided by 60 is equal to 0.75. That is also in degrees, plus 36 divided by 3600 is equal to 0.01, and that's also in degrees. All right, now we can do the simplification. Our answer is equal to 32.76 degrees. That's the final answer. So whenever you are given an angular measure with degrees, minutes and seconds, in order to convert that into degrees alone, we just keep the degree value as it is, no change, and the minutes should be divided by 60 in order to convert that component into degrees, and then the given number of seconds should be divided by 3600 in order to convert that component into degrees. And then we can do the final simplification. All right, so that's it about the degrees, minutes and seconds. Thank you.